What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the video. We're here at the Academy. I have James there in the background, and we're actually here to work on some very exciting stuff. We're finally going to be starting the production of the empty hand entry system tutorials that will be available on Anastacio. The only problem is, I don't know if you can hear it behind me, but the building across from us is they're cutting down some trees and it's extremely loud. So we're kind of just on standby until they're done. But anyways, the gym is 99.99% complete. Once I just do some finishing touches, I'm gonna do a full renovation comparison in a video so that you guys can see kind of what's been going on here. Hopefully that's gonna resonate with some of you guys if you train in your own gyms or you are academy owners, give you a little bit of insight to potentially how to improve your facility without breaking the bank. So for this video, I want to give you guys a little bit of insight on the different grips within our barao system. Barao is just the knife or the dagger. And more particularly, why I favor this grip versus this grip. So this is what we call a standard grip. Very straightforward. You can plug in your 10 basic strikes. A lot of your things you'll learn from single stick or maybe even double stick right into this. Now, obviously the range is a little different, but if you look at like a block check counter, for example, it would be a cut. 9 times out of 10, I want to use the blade first, check, and I can come over top with a thrust. That's ideally how it would go down. Now, I know it is a knife, but I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this to be my primary response every single time. If I can control the situation and use this to hit things a little less lethal than the center mass or like the neck, then I'll use it, but I don't want it to have to define everything I do. So when I switch to this grip, this is what we call the pakal grip, okay? This area here is what we consider the hooking section, and this is essentially gonna be a third hand to me. So I have my live hand, my safety hand, and now I have the second safety hand here. Okay, so this time I'm gonna use the hooking section to parry that same punch for the block, and then I check, and yes, I can counter up here and keep it straightforward, exact same way. If we look at the benefits from that, it's a lot more tight and it's harder to see, okay? But now if you notice when I come here, naturally to release this hand here, to counter, I have to check. So I want to maintain contact, but not with my blade, because I want my blade to slash or pierce or whatever it might be. But because I have this hooking section, depending on obviously his punch and depending on my ability to control, I can even pinch that down and use that as a check. I don't really need my left hand. And so again, if we look at that, if I just wanted to hold it, I can use my left hand to punch, to grab, to push, to pull, and I can start grappling. If I didn't like the position, if I didn't even like the situation, I can block, check, and counter just by manipulating my wrist and turning the bladed side to his own arm here, and I can just cut. And the thing about that is you won't really see it versus here, I have to use it, and you'll see my arm, you'll see the blade coming back in, you'll see it moving around the way you would with like a stick. Here, just from the simple retraction, I already cut you. Okay, I've been able to close my position. I get to retain my weapon, which is very crucial in our barao system. But I still get the effect of the block check counter that I did in the standard grip. And if I really wanted to, I can come back and attack. I can keep checking and go ballistic. If I wanted to grapple, I can hold that momentarily 2-on-1, slip that, and I can use this to continue hooking around his body and perform things like the Kali flow without actually having to slash. But it will always be there because once again, it's the knife. So if you guys look at our latest tutorial that James and I just finished recording, the empty hand entry system teaches you a lot about these close quarter positions. And then you can pretty much plug in this pakal grip to be able to do everything. And not once do I have to cut him. It's my safety factor there. If I wanted to cut him, I could come here, cut, thrust, cut wherever I want to, and still get through the same motion here and be able to work with it as I please. But at least now I have the confidence to know that when I draw my weapon, when I have it in pakal grip, it doesn't mean kill, kill, kill all the time. Just put in the order for the final piece of the gym renovation. We've put in a lot of work, a lot of changes to make the place as top level as possible for when everyone gets to come back inside, which is looking like the end of July/August. But I don't think I spoke about this in the last clips. The empty hand entry system is meant to be kind of an introduction to Anastacio Kali's empty hand curriculum. So it's pretty much teaching entries 1 through 9 following the script. So it would be the entry, flow per each count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it's taught in a way where everyone can learn it, whether you are a beginner and you've never done martial arts before, if you're fresh to Filipino martial arts specifically, or if you're a seasoned martial arts veteran. And that empty hand entry system is supposed to lead up to the next series that we're going to work on, which is called the empty hand entry mastery, which is going to focus on the takedown portion. It's going to focus on showing you how you can use those entries on the lead hand if they were throwing a jab per se, or a stiff arm, or if they're stretching out that hand. And then eventually it's going to teach you how to interchange the entries with other flows and other takedowns. So you can pretty much have 9 entries, 9 different flows, and an assortment of takedowns that you can interchange based off of feeling, based off of preference, based off of the situation. And it's just one of those things that I use very frequently as a template and a guideline for my students, because it teaches them how to navigate through without having to feel the pressure of following a script, like per se a flow drill might put on you, or a tepi drill, and going off course might cause you to think that you're doing it wrong. So this gives you the freedom to adapt, it gives you the freedom to apply and be confident that no matter if it's an underhook, an overhook, lead hand, rear hand, inside or outside, you're gonna have some options to defend yourself with. So I'm super excited to get that stuff for you guys. I'm aiming for June 15th to release the empty hand entry system on AnastacioKhalid.com. So make sure you guys follow the social medias. I'm gonna be posting everywhere. I'm gonna update you guys on YouTube as well. And we're gonna start doing some outdoor classes in the next couple weeks, and things are gonna slowly start to open up here. So I'm excited to take you guys elsewhere than the gym, take you outside and bring you on a little bit more than just what's been going on inside. So as always, thank you guys for rocking with me today. Thank you for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure you guys check out the links below. If you guys wanna save some money, if you guys wanna train with me, all the goodies are down there. Wherever you guys are, stay safe. And until next time, catch you guys then.